Hey everybody, Rudham here for Desert Dwellers, the Extreme Desert Survival Series. So last episode, what we did was we added a little bit of wind power to our power grid. Of course, there is room for more solar, but I'd rather not rely on a power generation source that's only on half the time, so we are starting to work our way towards geothermal. We are about halfway done with the research, and part of the reason for it is because we are going to be adding a farm. And the farm is going to obviously require a little bit more power, and as such, we need to generate it. We have our little raiders out there coming back to the base. They just got a psychic emanator, which we will add to the rec/dining room for a little bit of a mood boost. That way, if anyone's having a hard time, they can go hang out and recover some of their mental, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, Jenny here does not have a lot to work on. Is she? She's obviously sisters with her, or friends with her sister. Not obviously, some siblings aren't. So she really likes Santiago. She's friends with Quell, or sisters with Quell. She and Roman might be making a thing here at some point. We'll see about that. That would be an interesting development, to be sure. Roman here is cranking out the food. This caravan is resting. That's too bad. To be expected somewhat. Alright, and what I'm going to do now is... Oop, not steel. Slate. Slate up the other side. And that, as I mentioned last episode, it keeps the raiders from being able to touch the power cables. Yes, it costs a lot more stone, but I have stone. I have stone in spades, so might as well. Might as well. Santiago's kind of full-timing the components, which is good. We definitely need more components. We have a lot of steel and not a lot of components. In fact, oh, I don't even need these on. I'll turn them on anyway. They'll just sit idle, mostly. Alright, so we are adding psychoid plants down here. Looking at the amount of components I have, I can turn on at least 3 more benches. I'm going to go ahead and actually move all my steel into the stockpile because there's really no reason not to, at least for now. Maybe the stockpile fills up and I need the space at a later date, but that isn't true yet. This is not a gather spot, nor is this. Alright, these guys are so ridiculously close. And there we go, perfect. They have arrived, and they come bringing a bit of a gift. The psychic emanator and 2 raccoons. So, it doesn't appear like I have space for meat storage. As strange as that may sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink the zone. This here is going to be high meat. And this here is going to be low meat. Low meat. And it will just be preferred for raw food, meat, all meat. Don't really care what kind. And then this right here is going to be high meat. And it's going to be meat important. Alright. And then this is low veg. This is high veg. These are the leaves. Lavish meals. Perfect. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stockpile fine meals too. Fine meals and lavish meals stack. So if in the unfortunate case of a near mental break, I can fix their moods quickly. So simple meals, survival meals, psych IT, find meals. Here we go. And then do until I have 10. I'm going to temporarily suspend these just to see how much meat I can get. Hopefully I can get enough to crank out the backup meals. I can always trade for it, I suppose. At least Quell didn't get any infections. We could use a proper hospital bed, though. In fact, let's kick her out, put her in the better bed, and uninstall this bed for now for extra room in the research room. So Omni's back to trying to build that wall. At this point, Philly and Omni are about neck and neck for research speed, which is great. All right, and I'm gonna grow some cotton. I'd really like a duster. All right, raccoons. We'll need a dumping stockpile. Preferred priority of animal corpses. And as you can see, this is crazy jigsawed. All right, Roman. Need material. What are you talking about? Oh, because this is forbidden. Where's the other raccoon? Is someone holding it? I thought we brought back 2. I'm fairly certain we brought back 2. What is it? Quell? Oh, there it is. We put it somewhere else. We dropped it when we came in because I don't think we had a stockpile for it, and as a result, we just like dumped it, which is kind of silly. Oh, a little bit of a brownout. Par for the course, I suppose. And this is why we desperately need geothermal, a reliable source of power, because we don't really have the ability. I guess I could make chem fuel. That's kind of an expensive way of going about it. All right, first to go are these coolers. All right, now as the sun's coming up, brownout's becoming less of a problem. All right, let's go ahead and lavish meal. And for here, I'm gonna take 2 best stockpile because I don't want them to overcook it. I only want the numbers I want. Obviously, we have a lot of idle pawns, stone blocks, and for all these idle pawns, I might as well give them a task, even if it's seemingly pointless. We'll have them haul. I also need to explore the mountains a little bit more. There's definitely some caves that I haven't really cracked into. So there's that as well. It looks like I'm really low on steel, so I can continue mining for it. And in fact, let's remove some of the roofs around here, just so that we know where we stand. All right, that looks pretty good. Hopefully, first bionic part is going to Santi here. The problem with these kind of injuries is twofold. You are a lot less efficient speed-wise, and then you're in constant pain. So, you know, luckily she's in a relationship and she's not that unhappy, but there is the potential for it. And I gotta be careful about managing their moods as a result. Alright, so we managed to get a lavish meal and 7 fine meals out of that mix. And we are going to be planting a little bit more cotton as a result. I do have a bunch of asthma lungs. So one comment I get constantly, and it's actually kind of, I'm tired of answering it, is why don't I take lungs off of prisoners? And that's against the rules. I basically, the rules of this playthrough at least, is I have to treat all prisoners ethically. Meaning either recruit or release, and no torturing, no organ harvesting, no taking their prosthetic parts. Leave them as they are. Recruit or release. Them's the rules. That's how I want to play this playthrough. So I would say at least a dozen times people are like, oh, take a lung. Well, no, that's just against the rules of this playthrough. For a series like Black Lake, you can, of course, influence the rules by voting. So there's that. But for this playthrough, that is not the case. So it is most efficient to, when you have a farm like this, to use every available spot. That's like power efficiency. So that's what I'm trying to do. Competent cook, that's just not true. I have a quite competent cook. You're off your rocker. Alright, so we're getting some additional basins up and running. I'm doing a mix of psychoid and cotton. Nope. This like little still node was bigger and more profitable than I thought it would be. Oh, there's potentially a cave back there. It's probably not, but potentially. Alright, whatever. Haul it in a weird way. And I'm going to start filling it in so I don't have to worry about infestations back there. Is this a cave? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, it is definitely a cave. It is the whole damn opening of a map. That's very cool. That's why I really like mountainous regions. Oh, this might even be an ancient danger. Of course, I've forgotten about that there. Very nice. There still might be some cave systems in here, but I wouldn't hold my breath. At this point, I've probably addressed most of what I'm going to find. Alright, let's get a psychic emanator going. Either it can help them in their sleep. Let's install it, help them in their sleep. So what this does is it just emanates a psychic soothe, making them relax while they're sleeping. Oh, and I got mechs dropping on top of me. Speaking of soothed. Alright, one's in the freezer. Gang up on that one. Oh, it's a lancer too. That's going to be fun. And I mean it, actually. Alright, so there's 3 lancers. Is there any more than 3 lancers? Nope. This is not so bad. Let's go beat the lancer up. Alright, you guys, stop that. I thought I had... Oh, Earth. Yeah, Earth, go back to whatever. You have food poisoning. Alright, quit breaking my turbines. Alright, one turbine down. That's a small price to pay, considering these Lancers never even got a shot off. I'm just bashing them to death. Bye-bye, Lancers. You'll be broken down and reprocessed. Not so bad. Alright, I also have low medicine, so I should consider heal root as well, adding to the mix of things to make. Cleaning up earth vomit. Alright, and this is obviously unroofed considerably now. If we look, there's a 9-hole section here that doesn't have a roof. Jenny, you're the first one up. Time to clean up that rubble. I also don't want the rubble to cause food poisoning. Food poisoning sucks. I like this Psychic Soothe. Now, if only I could... Well, maybe I can. Hold on. No, I can't really cover the rec room and the bedrooms. I think it's better off in the bedrooms. Oh, another victim to his own incompetence. Oh boy, everyone's getting sick. Why? I did nothing wrong. Alright, Omni, what are we working on? We are replacing this. Another error revealed. Alright, let me check that out. Oh, yeah, whatever. That's not a real area. You lying to me. That's nothing. This is gonna be the Village of Vomit. Oh boy. Knocked her out. Talk about some bad food. She had a bit of pain from the bruising from the Lancer, and mixing the pain with the oh man, just knocked out. That's kind of funny. I'm sympathetic, don't get me wrong, but that's pretty funny. All right, so we've built the roof back, which is nice. I really ought to clean up some of this vomit. We are slowly but surely walling up Mr. Bugtown here. Man, some of these ponds are just excruciatingly slow. Totally my fault, by the way. Alright, let's fix this build roof area. Doesn't really matter much. They're already insulated, but... Oh man, vomiting everywhere. Alright, this one will be Hill Root. When it powers on. And another Heal Root. If you're wondering if there's... Ooh, a meteorite. Of just more slate. It almost well, it does match the mountain. That's kind of funny. I do have this, like, granite chunk. That was kind of nice. And a brownout. All the more reason to push ahead with the research of geothermal. We're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. Let's conserve some power by turning some things off. We already had our coolers off. Cargo pods of chocolate. Well, that will help. That'll help all the poisoned moods. Another inspired trade. That's just not the inspirations I want. The real benefit of the Psychic Emanator is while they're sleeping, they're gaining comfort, they're gaining rest, they're becoming happier, and then they have the potential of getting inspired most in that scenario. Alright, building a few more hydroponic benches. More cargo pods of Devil Strand. That is awesome. Alright, did we already grab the chocolate? Yes, we did, I think. Peace talks. Oh, it's deep in the mountains. Seems like an ambush to me. Seems like a trap. How's our batteries? Our batteries are not really filling up, but I'm going to turn that on anyway. I don't even think I have a way to turn off this fab bench. No, I really don't. I guess it could just look like this. That would be easier. Alright, Mr. Omni. Getting those hydro benches up. Bulk goods. That's the stuff. Inspired trade. I have 2 of them. Might as well use the older one. Alright, what am I doing here? I can sell some of the non-rotten chocolate. Sell my light leather. I have a lot of plasteel, but I'm not really going to sell that. I can sell the crappy clothing. The fur parkas. Chinchilla pants. This is netting some money. I want to keep the helmet. I'll keep the lamp. Sell the bed, because I cannot just make another one. Alright, what do I want to buy? I want to buy 100 wood. I don't really know that I really need to buy anything. I guess Nuturamine. I'm gonna buy... Actually, you know what? I want the silver. Yeah, I just want the silver. Bandit Camp quest. Bionic stomach, Devil Strand t-shirt, silver poker table. Oh, silver poker table's pretty nice. Guarded by 6 enemies. I'll think on that. I'm also tempted to do the peace talks too. Why? Wow. There's some steel way out there. And one thing I really haven't worked on is the kill box. I've been super slacking on that. Still plan on it. Just I'm lazy. I'm running the risk of getting murdered. Marriage is on. Whoa, okay. They're gonna be fiancés for a bit, but alright. I guess, I can also grow some hops. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, there we go. Omni's finally repairing stuff. It's interesting to see the temperatures, comfort gradient and all. Of course, it doesn't help that I just I'm constantly browning out. How am I browning out already? Wow, I really use a lot of power. Please finish with the geothermal. The amount of power I use is ridiculous. Alright, Santi's fully healed. There's some raw components. This might be an ancient danger. I haven't really looked in the cave here, but it doesn't actually look all that compelling. Just looks like I'm gonna get bugs, and that's about it. Does not look like it's providing any additional resources. I haven't done like a good assessment here, and now that everyone's asleep, I guess that's a good time to do it. Okay, I've seen enough. There's my brownouts. Very predictable. Alright, let's actually get this constructed. And I'm filling this up for bugs. Yeah, I could have added a stockpile of, ooh, I can do a double strand duster for him. Oh, that would be very good, wouldn't it? Yeah. That will be my next little project. Now we can turn this off, as there's nothing to do here anymore. We don't really need any of that right now. We don't have the research to do anything cool with our machining table other than break down mechs. Alright, I'm going to have a stockpile of components. Oh, it looks like we have a lot of slag. So let's work on the slag. Alright, storage preferred of components. There we go. And then advanced components. Preferred storage of advanced components. And then silver, or gold. And this is for bionics and advanced component construction. Raw resources of gold and plasteel. And that way, the things that we need to make bionics and advanced components is right around the table. I've done this a lot in the past. Checking for wildlife, there's nothing. Let's do a quick, ooh, yeah, look at that. The boss and the Devil Strand Duster. And it's probably pretty well insulating. I'm happy about that. Alright, the last few things over there. Alright, instead of dig, let's haul. Try to get as much of that back. There's definitely some steel here. Ooh, another Psychic Soothe. So what's going to be funny about that is we're going to have like double stacking. If you look here, we've got Psychic Soothe and Psychic Emanator Soothe for a net total of 21. It's kind of a lot of soothing, right? Oh, for the love of God, just finish the stupid research. It's killing me. Alright, I don't want rice there. Let's do hops. I will eventually brew. I cannot wait for the geothermal, as I've made that abundantly clear. So we're doing a good job of strip mining all the steel out of the map, if I do say so myself. We haven't had to use any of their emergency meals for a while. As you can see, the Soothe plus the Emanator might kick off some inspirations. Might not. We'll see. Not going to hold my breath, but that would be pretty cool. But alas, I am out of time. This episode has been quite fruitful, I would say. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. I really like how the base is coming together. It's, I don't know, something to be a little proud of. So I hope you tune in next time. Just a reminder, voting is going on for tomorrow's Black Lake series. So if you would like to have some input, have at it. Absolutely have at it. I would be happy to have you all vote. So I will have to catch you all later. Adios, friends.